Hey, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. As we move on with Game 4 of the series between the Hall of Famers and the Future Stars. Jack Morris on the mound for the Hall of Famers today. And Jose Berrios for the Future Stars. The lineups for the Hall of Famers: Willie Mays in center, Luis Aparicio at short, Musial in left, Griffey's going to DH, McCovey at first, Evans at third, Berra catching, Bid McPhee is at second, Shoeless Joe Jackson in right field. For the Future Stars, Acuna at center, Benintendi in left, Chapman at third, Bellinger in right, Olson at first, Correa at short. That's his first start of the series. Moncada at second base, Happ DH, and Cisco catching. Here's a look at what they've done so far in the series. Correa did have one pinch hit at bat. Looking at the last game, it was a 6-3 victory, Hall of Famers. And I tallied up the pitching. Marichal went 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, did give up a home run. And he got the W. Rivera, I believe it's still a save at 3-run lead. So he would get the save. For the Future Stars, Freeland, the starter, went 5 2/3, 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, did give up a home run. And there's a look at the relievers. Hader, he did pitch the 1 inning, struck out the side right there. So the record stands. I guess I could put the record here. Obviously, one's 2-1, the other one's 1-2. So here we go. Let's see, Berrios is an 8, Morris is a 7. So we may have a few runs here. Both of them are right-handers. Willie Mays leading off, 62, struck him out. That'll make old Jose feel pretty good there. Aparicio, 33, is a 7. 7 on a 10. Should be a single. It is. So Luis is on as a C stealer. And he could steal. They are tied. Let's let Musial hit. 52 is a 27. 27, and it's going to be a double play because he does not have an X. So it's a double play, 5-4-3. Musial cues one off the bat. And the Future Stars swinging around the infield. Bottom of the first, here's Ronald Acuna. 25, not a strikeout. It's going to be a ground out to second. Benintendi. He flies out to left. Two-away Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman draws a walk. Neither pitcher has a Z. So walks could be an issue. Bellinger, it is gone. Well, yeah, he has an L. He doesn't have a G or an H, which is what you would look for on a 1. So Bellinger with a home run. 2-run homer. And it's 2-0 Future Stars. Base is clear for Matt Olson. Matt Olson with a 0. And they go back-to-back. 51 as a 6 on a 7. That should be a double. Unless he has an M, it's a home run. But it's, if he'd have gotten a, wait a minute. No, he's a 7. Okay, so 7 is a double. Back-to-back extra base hits. Matt Olson doubles. Here's Carlos Correa, his first start of this series 52 is a 27. He'll ground out. He'll actually strike out. Morse has a Y, so it is a strikeout. 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Bellinger. Future Stars in the lead. Here's Griffey. 34-31, flies out to center field. Ronald Acuna squeezes it. Willie McCovey, that is gone. No letters for Berrios, so McCovey cuts the lead in half. 2-1. Solo home run for Willie McCovey. Darrell Evans, 25, grounds out to second base. Once again, I'm going along, looking up, and my camera has bugged out on me. I'm not sure where it bugged out. I think it was right in here somewhere. So McCovey was the lone run, was the solo shot there in the second inning. Bottom of the second, nothing happened for the Future Stars. Ground out and then 2 strikeouts. And now May strikes out again. Aparicio singles. I'm looking to see if he can steal. He's a C stealer. So he could steal. Behind by 1 tied or ahead by 1 or 2. Move to first 0. For Cisco, his arm. +2. So it's going to make him a 30. 56 or less. And it's a good stolen base. Aparicio at second with 2 away. And here's Stan Musial. 43-29. Ground out back to the mound, I believe. I see it's a ground out to first. Could be first to flips to the pitcher, but I'm going to call it a U3. So bottom of the third, Ronald Acuna, top of the order, 23. 12, he grounds out to first. Benintendi flies to center. Matt Chapman walked his first time up. 24, grounds out to short. So top of the fourth, still 2-1. Future Stars. Here's Griffey. 61-24, grounds out to short. McCovey, 15 is an 8. 8 on an 8. It's going to be a single. 2 for 2 for Willie McCovey. Not going to be stealing. Here's Darrell Evans. Runner on first. 32-26. Fielder's choice. They get McCovey at second. Evans on first. 2 away. Here's Yogi Berra. 14. No Z for Berrios, so it's going to be a walk. First and second, 2 outs. Bid McPhee. '65 is a 35. 35 is a foul out to the catcher. So bottom of the fourth, it's Cody Bellinger. He's homered. 35-14, draws a walk. Matt Olson, 34, 31, he will fly to center. Carlos Correa, 55 is an 8. -3 versus righties makes him a 10. But an 8 on a 10 is still a single. Runner to second. First and second, 1 out. Here's Moncada. I always want to say Moncada. It's I think it's Moncada. First and second. 21 struck him out. So 2 down. Ian Happ, the DH. 12-25. Can't come through. It's a ground out to short. Still clinging to the 2-1 lead are the Future Stars, top of the 5th. Shoeless Joe Jackson flies to center. Willie Mays, he struck out twice. Not going to this time. 35's a 9. 9 on a 9. And that's a 34. 34, why is a strikeout? He is going to strike out. My bad. 3 Ks for Willie Mays. Aparicio is going to foul out to the catcher, Cisco. That's all for the 5th. Top of the 5th, anyway. Bottom of 5, and here is Chance Cisco. 54 flies out to right field. Top of the order, Ronald Acuna, 34, flies to center. 2 away. And the Benintendi. 13's a 14, he walks. So a 2-out walk, and he is an E-stealer. He can steal with 2 outs. Down by 1, tied or ahead by 1. He's a 34. Plus 2 from Morris makes him a 32. Berra. What is Berra's move or throwing is plus 4. So 28 for Benintendi. 28 means 54 or less. Good stolen base. So Benintendi is second. Here's Matt Chapman. And a 30 is going to be a fly to left. Runner holds, but doesn't matter. It's 3rd out. Top of the 6th. Barrios pitching a one-run game here. Musial, 62. 40 fouls out, or foul ball. Not fouls out, but 30 is going to be a fly out to left field. There's Griffey. 13's a 14. He draws a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Willie McCovey. 21-32, fly to right. Runner holds. Darrell Evans. 53's a 19. 3rd baseman. Chapman. What am I looking there? I don't know. 3rd base. I think he's a 5. I think he's a good fielder. He is a 5. So that's going to be fielding 1. So he grounds out to 3rd. Thanks to the good fielding of Matt Chapman. Bottom of the 6th, still 2-1. Future Stars, can they hold on? Here's Bellinger. Draws a walk. Reached every time today. Home run and 2 walks. Here's Matt Olson. Let's see here. Get away. 25 and 9 on a 7. Single. Hold on. 9 on a 7. Single runner to second. First and second, Carlos Correa. Maybe he's going to bunt. I think he is going to bunt. 45-14. All Runners on first and second, 14 based on balls. And he does not have a Z, so it is still a walk. Wasn't sure. Unless he had a Z, but he does not. Bases loaded, nobody out. Moncada. They are going to go to the bullpen timeout. John Franco on in relief here of Jack Morris. Bases are loaded. It's a tough situation. Nobody out. Yoan Moncada is the batter. 13's a 14. And that's going to be a walk. Franco does not have a Z. Walks in a run. 3-1 now, Future Stars. Ian Happ. Another switch hitter. Uh-oh, 33-0. 14 is a 6. He is a 12. And versus lefties, Happ is a -9. Even though he's a switch hitter. I should have checked that. My bad. Bad managing. So 21 makes Franco a 21. 6, but it's still going to be a, well, let's go up here. 21 is still a double. Runners advance 2 bases. Even though he's a -9, it's still a double. Scores 2. So a ringing double for Ian Happ. Moncada the third. Second and third, nobody out. Chance Sisco. It is a lefty-lefty matchup, but as you can see, he's not that bad versus lefties. 15 is a 14. He's going to walk. Bases loaded. They are playing. They're playing in with nobody out. Ronald Acuna. 42's a 14. Another walk. Walks in another run. Bases still loaded. Benintendi -8 versus lefties. Maybe they'll go to a bench player timeout. Joey Gallo on to pinch hit for Benintendi. He will stay in and play left field. I know it's easy to get caught up in the lefty-righty thing sometimes, but as you saw with Ian Happ, it still worked out. He was a -9. Benintendi's a -8. Gallo's a -2. It is a lefty-lefty matchup. Benintendi's also lefty, but Gallo a little bit better, but his batting average is .206. So, you know, it's darn if you do, darn if you don't type deal. So, we'll just see what Joey Gallo can do here. 14's a 30. So fly to left. Let's roll 1. Red die. Red die's a 3. So it's going to be a 56 on the depth. 56. Happ is an 18. 66. 74. -30 is 44. So he will automatically score. It's a sac fly for Joey Gallo. We got second and third. Now with 1 out, Matt Chapman. 33 is a 6. -3 versus lefties makes him a 15. 6 on a 15 is blank, so double clears the bases, which obviously it would, second and third. Or actually, no, first and second. It's first and second. Why am I thinking second and third? It's first and second. 6 on a 15, double, both runners score. S on first is out at home, but he's not an S. Acuna. So both runners score anyway, no matter what I'm saying. So a double for Chapman, 2-run double, and he continues. 1 out, runner on second now. Franco has given up 4 runs, and he is going to stay in there though. Bellinger, 24, struck him out. So 2 away, runner at second. Here's Matt Olson, another lefty. Struck him out. So finally, Franco settles down as he faces some lefties there in a row. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 7 runs for the Future Stars. It's 9-1 Future Stars. Berrios, 24 batter guy. He is actually going to be tired, but he's only allowed 1 run. All right, so top of the 7th inning, Berrios, he is going to drop a grade. There's 2 grades you can go by on starters. You got the Q3 up here, and then you've got the 24 down here as batters faced. I'm going by the batters faced. So once he hits his batters faced, he's going to drop a grade, which he did in the last inning, so he's down to a 7. And then every inning from there on, he's going to drop a grade. That's just the way I'm going to do it. If you did the Q3, he would drop a grade in the 7th inning, which is now. And then the 8th inning, he would drop, I believe it's 2 additional grades or points. But I'm just going to go by 1 once he reaches his batter's face. So he's a 7 here. Now we're in the 7th inning. He's now a 6. So Yogi Berra, 44, is a 7. That'll be a single. Leadoff single for the Hall of Famers. Here's Bid McPhee. 30, flies out to left. Shoeless Joe Jackson. 51's an 8. No change, so a 6. It is a single runner, 2 second. First and second, 1 out. Here's Willie Mays. He struck out 3 times. 14 is a 30. Runners on first and second, flies to left. So he makes contact. 2 away, Luis Aparicio, 25 is a 10. -2 is going to bring him back up to an 8. 10 on an 8 is a single, fills the bases. So bases loaded with Stan Musial up. 2 away. 63, 31 flies out to center field. And that is the end of the inning. So Berrios continues on. Got a little dicey there, but bottom of the 7th. And they're going to go with Dennis Eckersley. I'm just going to put Eck for short. So Franco, he goes 1 inning, but it was not pretty. Not very pretty at all. Here's Correa leading off, 26. He'll ground out. He'll strike out, actually. Eckersley has a K and 2 Z's. Moncada, 13, 14. Walked him. Actually, my bad. Two Z's is 2 balls. Even with nobody on. So 34 popped up to short. Y would be a strikeout. Here's Ian Happ. 0 for Ian Happ. Okay, 33 is a 2. And he is +1 versus righties. Makes him a 14. It's going to be a triple. Triple for Ian Happ. He is doubled and tripled. Brings up Chance Sisco. They're going to let him hit. 9-1 lead, 25. 42, runner on third. That's a weird one. Does he have an HB0? Eckersley? He does not. So it is a hit by pitch. Sisco gets hit. Runners on first and third now. 2 away. Here's Acuna. 56. Struck him out. Top of the 8th inning. Alright, so I took a quick time out there, and Roberto Osuna is going to come on for the Future Stars here in the top of the 8th inning, facing Griffey. 35 gets him to foul out to the catcher. 1 away, here's Willie McCovey. 25 doesn't have an X, so it's going to be a ground out to second. 2 away, here's Darrell Evans. 23 is a 26. He grounds out to second. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Osuna. Not taking any chances. So, bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see. Eckersley, relief pitchers. So Q2, he can go 3 innings before he gets reduced to grade. Which is kind of weird, but that's what it says. So Joey Gallo is going to face Eckersley. 31 is a 14, 2 balls. 43, 29, grounds out to the mound. Matt Chapman. 44 is an 8. -1 versus righties. So it makes him a 16. And that is going to be a fly out to center. Still a fly out to center. 46 for Bellinger, struck him out. We'll go to the 9th inning. Osuna is a Q3. Rulebook says reduced by 2 points at the beginning of the 3rd inning. Well, they're not going to let him pitch anyway. It's going to be Josh Hader. Keep it kind of realistic here. Facing Yogi Berra. 45 walks him. Long ways to go for the Hall of Famers though. 9-1. Here's Bid McPhee. 0. 63 is a 6. Minus 1 versus lefties, so an 18. 6 and 18 is a double. Runner to third, and F scores. Bear is not an F. Second and third, nobody out. Here's shoeless Joe Jackson. A little something going against Josh Hader here. 45, 14. Walks him. Bases loaded for Willie Mays. 12. 25. They're playing back, obviously. Double play. Out at home and first. It is a 1, 2, 3 double play. So he is out to 1 to 2, and then so we have second and third with 2 outs. Aparicio. 22 is a 7 versus lefties, no change, so a 17. 7 and a 17 is right on the edge, but it's going to be a single. Runner score. Batter to second on throw. So a 2-run single for Aparicio. Here's Stan Musial. Runner on second. 43 is a 29. And probably should have pinch hit, but he's going to strike out with a K on that to end the ball game. 2 runs, not nearly enough though for the Hall of Famers. 9-3 victory for the Future Stars, and they even things back up. 2 games apiece, 2-2. For both teams. And I'll total up the pitching later, and we'll go over that in this beginning of the next game. So let's see here. Anything? Bellinger was 1 for 3 with a home run, 2 walks. Franco, the walks in that inning right there was the killer of the 6th inning. Several walks. And then Chapman with a huge double, 2-run double. Ian Happ with a big 2-run double. Or actually, yeah, it was a 2-run double. So that is going to wrap it up for Game 4 of this 10-game series between the Hall of Famers and Future Stars. All things knotted up, even 2-2. Till next time, you guys have a great day. Take care, and God bless.